Hello everyone, this is Soumya Subramaniam. In today's session, we'll be dealing with data visualization and storytelling using powerful tools like Power BI and Tableau. Before we actually dive deeper into the tools, into the usage of tools to create some kind of data visualization and then develop that into a story, we are going to first understand something that's often misunderstood in analytics, the difference between dashboards and data storytelling. Let's step back and understand the key distinction. Showing data is not the same as delivering insight. Why is that so? Let's look at it through multiple examples. Now, have you ever opened a dashboard, say like this one, and felt overwhelmed? Too many charts, too many colors, no idea where to look at. That's because this is just data. Data is not the same as storytelling. Data visualization is not about showing everything you know, it's about guiding someone to what matters exactly. Look at this. Again, you can see a lot of information in here. This is a clear data chart or a data dashboard, right? Lot of information is there. It has clear layout, multiple useful metrics like the number of accounts. You could see filters, you could see the account name, you could see open pipelines, you have the account spending information, you have even a geographical view, you have filters as I told you, you have some kind of consistent formatting is there in this. From a Power BI standpoint or a Tableau standpoint, it's a very, very solid dashboard. When I look at it, I immediately ask, what am I supposed to notice in this? Is something wrong? Is performance improving or declining? Which territory should I focus on? Is what kind of action should I take looking at it? Nothing seems to be guiding my eye. It's like totally full of numbers. It's like saying, here are all the numbers, you figure it out yourself. Everything seems to be having equal visual weight, right? This is just information, a lot of information. But what do we actually need? It's a visualization from which you can derive some insight, and then using that insight, you create some kind of actionable items. Here, that is what is exactly needed as a data analyst or as a data scientist. So, what exactly is required for a good story or a good dashboard? A highlight, a headline, a context or comparison, action suggestion. So, in the same sales territory assignments, for example, if you say one territory in red, let's say this part of it that is in red, with 15 percentage decrease in the YOY, you could call out bubble and then pipeline decline driven by three lost enterprise counts, something like that. That could be the highlight, right? You could highlight the territory which has got that decline. Or you could also have a headline instead of sales territory assignments. I could focus on something like mid-Atlantic region shows 15 percentage revenue decline due to pipeline drop. Now that becomes directional. The third one, as I told you, context or comparison. The YOY trend line. Trend line is very, very easy to understand, very easy to derive insights from, and also a target versus actual indicator, some kind of risk indicators. And then the suggestible action, right? Recommended actions. So even very subtle, like focus on a particular territory, focus on, for example, New Jersey territory 2, which has got declining pipeline for 2 consecutive quarters. Some kind of insights, recommended actions could also be given to make it sound like a good dashboard. Let's look at a redesigned dashboard. The same sales territory dashboard that you just saw, we have incorporated all the characteristics, that is, the title, the headline, actionable items, everything that I've suggested here, context or comparison. Now look at it and see if it makes sense. If you look at this, it starts with the insight. What is that insight? Insight is, instead of sales territory assignments, which was too generic, it says mid Atlantic region decrease 15% YOY, driven by pipeline decline in New Jersey territory 2. Right? Now I immediately know what happened, where it happened, why it happened. No hunting is required. Then secondly, it guides my attention. Notice how New Jersey territory is highlighted in red, completely in red. Here also it's highlighted in red. Territory performance comparison. New Jersey territory 2, the decline is highlighted in red, and so on. Okay? In the original dashboard, you saw that the geographic view, if you had looked at the territory map, all territories look similar. The refined one, risk is visually emphasized. My eye goes to the problem immediately. That's an intentional design. Then it also adds context. Original dashboard just showed the numbers, no trend direction, no comparison. Now in this one, you clearly see a YOY decline, right? There is a KPY summary that's giving you a YOY, clear decline of YOY, right? And then you also see the target gap, and then shows quarter of decline, shows this trend line. Trend analysis is a very, very important aspect of any storytelling, any data storytelling. Now I know not just what the number is, but how it's changing over time. This is your trend analysis graph, trending over time, right? And it also ends with the recommended actions. Original one did not have any recommended actions. Here you have clear recommended actions. So data storytelling does not stop at describing a problem. It helps drive a decision. A dashboard just shows data. A storytelling dashboard reduces the cognitive load on the user, highlights the risk, provides the context, and guides the direction. That's the difference between reporting and insight. Now, let's dive deeper into using the Power BI and the Tableau tools very effectively for